Beast, I'm on division. I decided I'm just gonna farm exotics on my the season thing. Or I might do the weeklies or whatever. I'm just gonna farm exotic components right now. So I do want to finish expertise in my shit regardless of what happens with Ubisoft. As long as the servers are active, I'm not gonna give up on the game yet. But as far as me buying a Division 3, I really don't know how I feel about that, man. If that even happens. Like, at the rate this is going, I don't even think that's gonna happen. I think this might be it. We'll see, though. Let me see something real quick. What just happened? Did it not work? Why does that happen? Every once in a while that happens, and I don't know why. Let's try this again. Okay. Let's see if it works now. Yo, what up? Stoned?
Just
Playing the game.
taking a break, doing yard work.
Yeah, I remember you said that. You had to get doing that. Your dad was getting on you about it. It's hot as hell outside right now, though, so be careful, please. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm taking a break. It's hot. It's hella hot.
Yeah, it's a heat advisory out by me right now.
Mm.
So I was gonna rollerblade, but yeah, no, not today. Just gonna not do that.
Yeah, I'm like reconsidering going out of. I'm reconsidering going out of town and seeing a lot. So, because there's still a lot of stuff to be done outside indoors.
Ah, got a lot of work to do, huh?
Well, I mean, inside it was kind of fine, but it's that we have to rearrange everything between two bedrooms to make more space. But I'm only partway done with the second room.
Ah,
It's still sitting in the it's sitting in the living room just waiting to be done with it.
okay. I got you. Well, that's. I don't like to tell people what to do in scenarios like that. Some people can handle it, some people can't. I'd say do whatever you think is best, whatever you feel is best. I would say go with because that's super sensitive and super personal.
Yeah, it's just for me. I don't really feel like I should just because I'm not the I don't know. I'm I don't feel that valued as between the three brothers, so I don't feel like I'm really worth seeing. I guess,
Well, I'm sure she would
especially
probably want to see you. I mean, I'm not trying to assume to know, but I think.
I'm just
Nah,
I'm just thinking to my I'm just thinking to myself what my dad's been saying about me these past few weeks, so it's kind of bogged down on me too much.
I get it.
It's like I'm not getting the work done or I'm not doing good enough. So
Yeah, parents' judgment can be harsh. I'm a odd duck. I'm built different. I'm just weird, man. So I'm not good to talk to about
yeah.
think caring about what people think because honestly, Joe, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Mm,
I was taught by my brother not to give a fuck what people thought, and then I learned on
mm,
my own not to give a fuck what my family thought to a certain degree. So I have a really
yeah.
askewed and a really
Yeah. No.
fucked up
No.
mindset to a certain
No.
degree.
I understand.
So,
I definitely understand that.
uh,
I try not to. I try not to let that get under my
and I
skin.
don't even want to advise anyone to do something like that because I don't know their living situations. But I'll tell you this much. I'll tell you this much. I chose homelessness over living in conditions similar to what you deal with your family and shit. I chose to be homeless. I chose homelessness over having someone hoard something over my head.
Mm,
Or like they're doing something like they say it's out of the kindness of their heart, but then they want to act like you owe them your life for their little sliver of help. Like
mm,
that's why I don't like asking nobody for. I still have a problem asking for help when I need it, and that's an issue I still face due to that because
mm,
I've had people do that type of shit to me, but also I've learned to ask for help because no one in this world truly gets by with no help at all. That's just not
mm,
realistic and it's not truthful. You may feel like you got by with no help, but no, you've gotten help whether you realize it or not. And sometimes the help could be the neglect that you receive too, because that can help you learn your own value. Like, help doesn't always come in the way we think it does. Sometimes help comes in the form of being traumatized by something and knowing not to treat other people this way. They helped you learn a life lesson, not to treat people that way.
mm,
You wouldn't know that lesson other than you being treated that way. Yeah, you might have learned it a different way, but that's how you learned it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just think different, man. I I say this much. I walk with humility and I'm just grateful to be alive. Anything else is a bonus.
mm,
That's just how I move through life. Anything else outside of me breathing and walking on the ground is a bonus. So I just count my blessings and keep moving, and I don't let shit stress me out, man. I deal with issues like everybody else, but at the end of the day, I'm just happy to be, you know, walking and talking and breathing. Like I
mm.
that that's me though. And I would rather be homeless and have peace of mind than deal with people that are trying to hoard shit over my head or yeah, I don't no, I despise that shit.
Yeah.
I
No.
despise it.
For me, like I have less than a day to kind of figure out what do I want to go, do I not want to go. But
Like I said, if you're basing it on what she would want, I would say go. If you're basing it on how you feel, then that's something you gotta like figure out. I'd say that she definitely would want to see you though. That much I'm sure of. But again, not everyone is
yeah,
built for that.
yeah.
some people in that scenario, they break down and they can't hold themselves together to deal with it. It's just like I overcame my own traumas and my own issues with that with my grandma recently, and me holding off seeing her before she passed because I didn't want to. I have a phobia of nursing homes. Some people don't know this about me, but like I have a phobia of like going into nursing homes and shit. Like it
That,
fucking
that makes sense.
it
That
irks
makes
the fuck
sense.
out of me.
Some people have that phobia or phobia or the trauma of a hospital because bad experiences.
Well, I've been hospitalized several times, so like
Exactly.
for
So
me,
yeah,
it's too similar to that.
yeah, it's too similar. Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense to me.
and I don't like being in those buildings. I hate it. But I had to like I had to be a man and overcome that because my dad got cancer and he asked me to go see my grandma in place of him when he was unable to. So like
Yeah.
I had to overcome my own phobia and I did it. I gritted my teeth and I did it and I saw my grandma and I saw her in a place I didn't want to see her in. I talked to her, had conversations with her. And at the end of the day, now that she's no longer here, I'm so glad that I forced myself to do it. That's just my perspective, though. Again, not everyone
No, not
is
everyone's the
built
same.
that way. Like, I am built to face my fears and go through them because I've conquered so many fears that I've had already. To me, it's just like, you know what it's like? It's like my first time jumping and doing a 180 off the stairs, right? It's like there's this feeling of this fear of what you're about to do. But
Mm-hmm.
once you do it, you realize that even if you fuck up, it's not that bad. You get what I'm saying? Because like I've busted my shit so many different times skating that I can literally use that as a real correlation. It's like that. It's like you don't really lose the fear of busting your shit. That's not what like any skater that says that they're full of shit. There's always this feeling of I might fuck up. But there is this certain aspect of mental imaging and it envisioning yourself doing it before you do it and maintaining that thought process while going into the trick. At least for me, I envision myself doing it before I do it, regardless of the fear, and then I do it. And the times that I bust my shit, the truth is when I lose sight of that image and I succumb to the fear in the moment of doing the trick. That's when I bust my shit. It's not doing the trick. It's the fear in the moment and losing the focus and the concentration of what you're doing. At least for me, that's why I've busted my shit skating.
Mm-hmm.
It's losing sight of the imaging of actually accomplishing the feat and succumbing to the fear within like the literal moment while doing it. It'll be like I'm going off the ramp. I got the mental image of me jumping, doing a 180, landing the trick, and right as I go off the ramp, I suddenly have this one little inkling of doubt, and that little inkling of doubt. My landing's a little sloppy. Oh, I might slide out. Oh, I might scrape my arm now because of that. Is what I'm saying. Versus the times where I just do it and I'm 100% confident in doing it, it's like muscle memory then. I don't even got to think about it. It's like breathing. That's the best advice I could give. That's my battle with fear. My biggest battle with fear was conquering the fear of heights and the fear of dropping in on ramps and the fear of going off a ramp and the fear of grind. There's so many fears to conquer when you like skate and to do aggressive skating. Like, yeah, because there's a lot of different ways you can hurt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I was paranoid of hurting my nuts. Keep it a buck with you. That's why I didn't grind for so long. You know how many skate videos I watched of people just hitting their nuts on
Yeah.
rails? Dude,
Yeah.
that shit made me paranoid in the motherfucker to try to grind, bro. I was like, that was my worst fears to go to grind and then boom, right on my balls. Like, no, bro. I done see so many videos like that. Like, no, That was one of my worst fears, bro. To this day, I'm decent. I'm okay at grinding, but I'm not the best for that reason because I still have a strong fear of hurting my nuts. I'm not even afraid of like face planting or anything like that. It's the nuts that I'm more worried about, bro. I want to try to have kids. Like I ain't trying to fuck up my balls, man. Like that shit crazy. That was the craziest thing to me about Jackass. The fucking not nothing else they did, but the going around and hitting each other in the balls and kicking each other. That's the craziest shit to me. The craziest. Like I no nigga. I will shoot you. I would have got a gun and shot one of them motherfuckers doing that shit with me. Like, nah, bro. Hell no. Just kicking me in my balls. Like, nah, man. And it's funny and it's just a game y'all play. Like, fuck out. No. No. No, 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 no. Yeah, but I got here to farm for exotics. So I'm just doing priority objectives or dailies or weeklies or whatever. I'm just trying to get exotics to level up my shit. Constitution Hall. So I got to do an activity in Constitution Hall right now. But yeah, I just saw you was on the game, so I just thought I'd hit you
Mm,
up, see what you were doing.
I gotcha. No, I'm just taking a break. I'll probably get back to it soon, but just trying to figure out what I want to do about this situation.
Yeah, I'd say
Cause I got,
whatever you feel is best, man. Like you know, like how do you feel your temperament is if you do go? Like, do you feel you can handle like seeing her like that? Like,
I mean, I've seen her like that before, but just it, for me, it's not in that it's not that situation. It's just I don't know. It's just my dad makes it sound like I'm not really worth. I don't know. It's a me thing right now.
yeah, but it's not. I hate to say this about your dad, but it's not really about your dad right now. It like he could say his piece or whatever, but that's not really what it's about right now. It's about what she wants right now. Quite honestly, straight up, like keep it a buck. It's like she's the one that's suffering. She's the one that's dying. She's the one that's about to leave this realm. So it's more about what she wants than what your dad's opinion of you is. Like he could have his opinion and he could think what he wants to think, but he's not the one
Yeah,
dying right
yeah.
now.
It's just me, right? It's just
Like,
it's just me trying to save him. Like I try to do my best.
yeah, but that's what I mean. Like that whole trying to please. I don't know. I've never had to deal with that shit. I've never had to deal with the pressure of trying to like please parents that were unpleasable. Because I came to the conclusion that no one's perfect, and even if my parents were to judge me in that manner, I could point out all their imperfections. Like, so it's irrelevant. Like, you could point out my imperfections all day, just like I could point out yours. What's the point? You're not perfect. You're flawed just like me. You made mistakes just like me. Like, so what is this? What is this high ground that you think you stand on? I think you need to go look in the mirror and come back down to earth. See, that's where I go with it because it's like you're not perfect, bro. You're not without flaw. So, humble yourself a little bit when you speak to people. Like I don't like that shit. Personally, I don't like when people do that. I just yeah, I'm big on mental health. I'm big on yeah, yeah, no man. I don't like that type of shit.
No, like right now I'm just like answering. Okay, sure. My brother wants me to like my brother wants me to like truck to go to the hotel.
Yeah, but I'm gonna quote Big Sean. He said something that makes me feel better every time I start to go down that road myself, and I start to feel inadequate, and I feel like a failure due to my past mistakes and my, you know, fuck ups. I start to quote this saying he said. He said it's like he said, "Rock bottom is a bottomless pit." He said, "Someone always got it worse in due time will snitch." I think that's what he said. He said you're never down bad as it gets. Rock bottom is a bottomless pit. In due time will tell, in due time will always snitch. And it's just to say that it's never as bad as you think it is. Like, I broke my ankle, got smacked in the head with a gun, and robbed, and also got arrested, like all in the same year. I failed hard, and now I'm like succeeding due to learning from my failures. But I failed like hard and felt like shit. I felt like a complete like idiot, a buffoon. I felt like I didn't have any intellect whatsoever. Like, but yeah, but yeah, that's just not true though. And that's where we gotta realize that we gotta be more humble and realize that what, we do have things to be proud of, and we do have features that I always say there's things that we have that other people don't. Someone like there's something, a talent, a gift that you have that other people do not. And it's the same with me and it's the same with everybody else. Now the question is do we have the discipline to nurture that and grow it and prosper from it? Meaning, do we have the know how to take our experiences in life and cultivate that gift that we have and make it grow into success? Because everyone has the potential to be successful, and success means different things for different people. Like, truly, like, success is a metric that's only measured by yourself. No one else can set a standard of success for you, whether you realize it or not. Like, the only one that can set the metric for whether you're successful is you. You set the metric for whether you feel successful or not. No one else does. No one else can set that for you. It's not possible. And what I mean by that is, um, there's a book I was listening to called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. It's a really good book. And in it, he was talking about Metallica and how one of the guys in Metallica got kicked out the group and started his own band. And the band is super successful in its own right and sold many records and has a huge fan base and a huge following, right? But in an interview, the motherfucker broke down and started crying instead. He still felt like the guy that got kicked out of Metallica, even with all his success, all the money he made, all his own accolades, because he's never surpassed Metallica's success. So he still feels like a failure. Hearing that made me truly understand, like, we truly set our own metric for it. You can be a successful motherfucker and still feel like a failure. That's what that showed me. You can actually be successful and still feel like a loser. That's fucking crazy. But it's the truth, though. It's the truth. It's some real shit. You can be successful and still feel like a fucking failure. Because that motherfucker is successful. By all means, he is literally successful. He got kicked out of a band, started his own band, and made it. Got a fan base, got accolades, but because he's never surpassed the band he got kicked out of, he still feels like he failed. That's insane. He can't even see his own success. That's crazy. That made me take a step back and made me truly look at myself differently. Because if a motherfucker that's rich can break down in an interview crying about a band he got kicked out of like 50 years ago, that lets me know that I don't need to be so hard on myself about feeling like a failure or successful, and that metric balances out no matter how I look at myself. Because me just surviving and waking up the next day gives me the potential to be successful even if I failed the day before. The potential for success is always there as long as I go after it. So I'm going to keep going after it until I obtain it. That's my drive. Like, I'm just driven. But I'm driven by trauma. I'm driven by death. I'm driven by loss. Like, I'm driven by a lot of loss. A lot of death drives me. I've lost a lot of people. A lot of family members. A lot of cousins. A lot of uncles, aunties, my sister. So like, my perspective is just I'm living not just for myself. I'm living for all the people I've also lost. And I'm living for my little cousins who died before they even got to be an adult. And my other cousin who died before he even got to see 40. Like, yeah. So I live and I enjoy life and I go after what I want to go after. But that's just my perspective. Again, I'm not trying to force my perspective on you. I just thought maybe it'll help you reach some type of conclusion on how you feel or help you with how you feel because you're my friend and I care about you. And I don't want you beating yourself up just because of your father's words. He doesn't determine whether you're successful or not. You do. That's the takeaway from what I'm saying, Joe.
Yeah. I don't know. That's fair to figure out.
Yeah, I understand that. I get it completely. But man, think of it this way. You've always had a job for as long as I've known you. You've never been like a bum. You've never not worked. As long as I've known you, you've worked and you had jobs. Like, so I don't. There are people who don't even do that. And I mean, like that need to, that should be doing it, that can do it, that are able to do it, but just don't. They'd rather just stand outside and beg for change because they know people will give it to them. I'm just saying, man, you're more productive than you give yourself credit for, bro. You could have taken a complete. If you were truly lazy and that's what I'm trying to like, because I get how you're feeling. You're feeling like you haven't worked hard and you haven't put forth an effort comparable to the people around you. What I'm telling you is, you can't compare yourself to the people around you. Compare yourself to the old you, if anything. Compare yourself to who you used to be and who you are now. The fact that you stood up to your friend and stood your ground, I'm proud of you for that. That's good. The fact that you don't let people walk all over you or take advantage of you, that's good. You have confidence to speak your mind and you're able to express your emotions pretty thoroughly and intelligently. There are people who can't do that and who are completely socially awkward to a T. They can't even hold a conversation. I'm just saying, man. Here, Joe, put it to you this way. I was hospitalized with a chick that thought because I was hospitalized and I was a part of a government program to monitor her. She thought I was an agent put there to watch her, my nigga. And I'm looking at this bitch like, you crazy. Like, I thought I was crazy, but you definitely crazy. I'm like, damn. I was like 16 at the time, 15, some shit like that. I had got hospitalized because I tried to kill somebody. They, you know what I'm saying? I tried to murder them with my bare hands, and I got hospitalized for the shit. And this chick is sitting there telling me that I'm in here to watch her. Yeah, bro. Like I'm saying, I'm just thankful I'm not that far gone. Like, yeah. And it's not to make fun of her. It's to really be like, that's what I mean by like, I'm just thankful that I do have the brain that I have. Even though it's not perfect, as fucked up as it is, I'm able to understand that, ain't no government. Like, I didn't get hospitalized. I think everybody there was a part of the program to watch me, my nigga. I knew who the therapist was and who the doctors were, and I knew who the patients were. I could differentiate the two. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm thankful for that. Okay, because that some people don't have that, bruh. Some people don't have that. Some people will be in a hospital for the rest of their life. I was almost one of them, and I'm just thankful that I'm not. Just for real. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to give you a perspective to see things in. Like you know, that you are like you don't think your brothers are a part of a government agency to monitor you. You see what I'm saying? Like this, like that's all I'm trying to say, bro. Like you understand reality. You go to work and you know that these are strangers that don't know you. You're not looking at them like they're watching me. Like, yeah, like I'm just saying. Cause I didn't seen it in real life. Like people that like I said, I thought I was so far gone and I thought that I would never have a regular life. Until I've been hospitalized like 6 times and I seen like people who actually had it worse than me. And I came to understand that I should be grateful that my brain is only this fucked up. Like, yeah, I'm just thankful. Because it's a roll of the dice and there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees, man. The ability to see and hear, the ability to, have cognitive brain function, like I said, the ability to live life and make decisions, all of that shit is something to be, grateful for. Because it's not guaranteed. It's truly not. And that's every day when I start to get depressed and I start to fall down in that hole, that's what I start to think about. I go back to thinking like that. And then I feel better and I understand that I need to be humble and thankful. I need to have humility and be gracious. Yeah, man. Like I said, if that's what you feel is best, then that's what you do. I'm just saying, don't let people make you feel inadequate. These are two separate conversations for me. I'm not saying this to make you go see her. I'm saying this so you don't let your dad make you feel inadequate, or your brothers make you feel inadequate. You don't let anyone make you feel inadequate, bro. You have value. Your life has value. You have value. I value you. Like, yeah, I don't really hear it from my brothers on a daily basis either, man. I feel you. I have one brother that I still haven't healed from what he did to me, a while ago, and I'm still dealing with that myself. I understand. And then one brother, I'm worried about his mental state, and I need to see him and go visit my mom and spend time with them because I'm worried about his health and I'm worried about my mom. But because of my life and me building my business and trying to get my shit together, I haven't been able to. So it's just a pill that I gotta accept and a sacrifice that I have to make. And until I can afford it, I gotta take care of my business here. So I understand the feeling, man. But again, every time I start to feel I go down that path, I just remember that I need to be humble and be grateful that, I have the gifts that I have and that my body is how it is and that I have the people in my life that I do have, regardless. And I just need to be gracious. Like, I'm telling you, the cure for my depression is me realizing that I have a lot to be grateful for. I start, even if I got to take out a pen and paper, I will start writing out the things I'm grateful for if I need to remind myself. And that helps me. That's one of my coping mechanisms. That's what I do. Some people that works for. Some people will journal. Some people, exercise, working out helps get you out of that place. It releases the chemicals in the brain to help battle that. Some people run. I mean, it's just, I'd say there's value. Yeah, like, yeah, man. I'm high. I'm starting to ramble. But, yeah, I'm just saying, just don't let no one make you feel like you're not valued. Like, nah, bruh. I don't give a fuck if it is your dad. Like I said, no. All right, Beast. Yeah. I, you determine that, man. You determine the metric. Like I told you, man, the guy fucking cried in the interview and said that he still feels like the loser that got kicked out of Metallica, even though he's rich and has had accolades and success and sold out shows and has a whole fan base. He still feels like a loser. That is crazy. That what that showed me was you literally set your own metric for your success, and that sets the standard for how you feel and whether you are depressed or not. Like, my metric for success was working for myself. So I battle depression every day that I work for somebody else. And I know this because it's my own metric. It's literally what I set to determine success as. Like, as long as I work for someone else, I feel some sort of depression. And it's something I've been dealing with my entire life because I've been working for other people my entire life. And people don't understand it. They laugh it off and shit. And I'm like, no, it's a real thing because it depresses me. Me selling my time for money for another person depresses me. Me doing something that I don't want to do in the first place depresses me. This whole system depresses me. So how do I battle that depression? By being grateful and humble and thankful and reminding myself that I have a lot to be grateful and gracious for. Like, again, my grandma was deaf, so I start there. Oh, I can hear. Right. My grandma couldn't. Oh, there's blind people. I can go outside and watch a sunrise and sunset. I can appreciate this beauty. There are people who can't. I can go rollerblade. My legs still work. There's people whose legs don't work. I start with just being grateful for the simple things. And that helps me not be depressed. Because then I understand that I have a lot to be thankful for. Even if, like I said, even if I got to take out a piece of paper and write it down, that helps. Because it's a reminder that there's a lot on this paper that I should be grateful for. And then you can take it farther and write out the things that you've accomplished or you feel have accomplished. No matter what they are that you feel you accomplished. Not what other people feel, what you feel you accomplished. Like, you have to value yourself. You can't let other people determine your value. Not like that.
See how the day goes.
Yeah, I hope it gets better, man. It sucks that he made you feel that way, but yeah, no. I'm your friend, and I'm saying no. That's not cool.
Mm, yeah. Hopefully my friend is showing our money, so he's okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you're not feeling up to it, I understand. That makes sense, man. Like I said, just
And just focus on his because of all the shit done over here.
yeah.
Yeah, no, he he compared me to my uncle, and he was a major hoarder. I was like, I don't know how you compared. How'd you get that comparison? Because from what I saw, the inside of this place was terrible. It was bad. It was cockroaches.
Hostile
I
broadcast
know it
picked
was
up.
very trash. He compared me to my uncle. I'm like, okay, so the yard looks like shit, but I don't know why you would compare it to something that looks 10 times worse afterwards.
Well, and also you're recovering from an injury, so I still, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I said, it's not cool. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I stand on what I'm saying. This shit's not cool. It's uncalled for. You're still recovering and healing from a work injury. It's not like you're a lazy piece of shit or something, but he's making you feel like that. And, you know, if you want to stay and get that shit done so he just shuts the fuck up, I get it. I understand completely.
But then I'm thinking like it's gonna give him. I'm thinking shit. Let's see if I can get him to.
So either way, he's gonna talk shit though. Is what you're saying. What you're saying is either way he's gonna talk shit. It doesn't matter what you do in the scenario.
Yeah, he'll talk about his limitations because I've been dealing with injury myself, so he'll be talking about just shit that I've been
And
through.
that's where that's wrong. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Age, just, dude, I'm 36, and somebody older tried to say that shit to me, and I said, dude, you have no idea what I put my body through. Shut the fuck up talking to me. Like, I hate when people say that shit, bro. I hate that shit, bro. That's not cool. Injuries suck. They hurt. No matter your age. It doesn't matter if you're young or old. The recovery is a little bit quicker when you're young. But that's it. Like, that's about it. You might recover a little faster and it might heal a little quicker because you're younger. And it may take a little longer to heal because you're older. The pain though is the same, my nigga. It doesn't like it doesn't change. Like, no. A broken limb feels like a broken limb whether you're a kid or you're fucking 70. Like, I don't. The healing just may be longer for the 70-year-old, and the young person may bounce back quicker and not have no lasting after effects from it. But that's about it. That's the only difference.
Yeah,
Like,
honestly, like today, when I was working on the yard,
You have been
watching
promoted
this,
to group
I
leader.
feel like I'm okay.
You are now
That's about
group
it.
leader. An agent from your
Until
clan has
then,
joined your team.
and then
Hostile
shit
broadcast
started
picked
happening.
up.
yeah.
Okay,
Well, that's good that you're feeling better at least.
at least today.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it continues like that tomorrow. Which will be alright.
Right. No, yeah, I got you. And I'm agreeing with you. I just wanted to say my little spiel about what your dad had to say. That was it.
Hostiles detected.
That was all, bro. I didn't like that, so I spoke my mind on it. I wanted to say what I wanted to say to you.
Yeah, no, that stuff with my dad fucked me up.
Hostile broadcast detected.
I don't want to go. So no, I just don't want to go.
Right, I got you.
Stay home, get whatever shit done. Do whatever needs to be done. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Parents can be a pain, man. I dig it. Like I
Hostile
said,
broadcast picked up.
yeah, I'm tired. God, I'm tired. Oh no, yeah, I know. He's definitely tired, but I love him. He's yeah, he's kind of like yeah. No, he's yeah. He's to say the best thing he's been in the show. He's kind of like he's just yeah. But
Agent down.
yeah. It's just and him and May killed his brother. I don't know. He's the he's the gold child. He's the golden child.
golden childs really do is a thing, huh?
She technically
And the black families apparently too. It's a thing across
being
the
the
board.
eldest, most successful compared to all the other kids.
I mean, he's the oldest. He should be the most successful, though. I don't even get how that's a comparison. It doesn't even make sense.
Well,
Oh, sorry, Dust.
for my dad, success is the number of zeros in that thing too. So
Yeah, I'm just saying, technically speaking, if he is the oldest, you can't really lord over being the most successful over your younger brothers, is what I'm getting at, Dusty. That doesn't.
it's more like
It doesn't make sense. Is what I'm saying.
I
Because you know what I mean. You, if you're the older brother and you did the stuff that like to get the money, you're gonna have more resources. You've been alive longer, bitch. Like what the fuck? Like I don't.
well, I mean, he has an education and shit.
Well, not only that, but he's been alive longer. Even if he did have the education, if he would have invested in the stock market when you were like younger before you could, like, you know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, nigga, you were able to do shit before me anyway, motherfucker. Like, what the hell? Like, what? I don't understand that logic. I don't get it.
More will
It doesn't make sense.
versus shit.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. But I'm just saying, it doesn't.
My dad enjoys his life. Shitting on us. It's just shitting on his homies. We don't talk because we have nothing in common. So
Nah.
he's talking about my problems or comparing
Well, damn.
So it's just that constant comparison ever since childhood.
Huh?
Manual override required.
We have rogue agents, but I don't see them. Yeah, Joe. Like I said, I wouldn't go either based on that. I wouldn't want to be around them if that's the case. I didn't realize that's what you mean by like your dad and your brothers and shit. So yeah, I wouldn't go either if that's the case. Your dad just said that shit, then you got to go deal with your brothers too. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want it. Yeah.
Just stay. Yeah.
Hey.
Heavily armored. Hostile detected.
And that's the type of little brothers you and my brother have created. Like, I don't know why y'all did that to us, but yeah, y'all created some fucking monsters because we don't take that shit.
Agent down.
My brother, by the time, like, dude, by the time I was 8, by the time I remember this. This is a real story. I think I was 8 or 9. Cause wait, what? How old are you when you're in grade school? Are you 8 or 9? Yeah, 8 or 9. Yeah. So yeah, like I was 8 or 9.
Supply room access
Yeah.
unlocked.
No, middle school was 6th grade to 8th grade, and I think 1 through 4 was grade school, or 1 through yeah, right. Yep. So these boys had to be middle schoolers, and they were fucking with us, and me and my friend were grade schoolers, and my brother and his brother were at the park, and they were watching us, and these dudes tried to move us off the basketball court, and we literally beat they ass.
Detected.
Like, and we were fucking grade schoolers. They went and got their older brothers, which were high schoolers, right? Now, mind you, no, well, mind you, remember, my brother's 10 years older than me. So when my brother saw high schoolers show up, that's when my brother and my friend's older brother started to walk up to the park and was like, hey, what y'all think y'all finna do? They tried to move them off the court. They was there first. What you think you finna put your hands on my little brother? That's my little brother. My brother was 19. They were high schoolers. My brother was about to beat up high schoolers. That shit was funny. Yeah, he cause they were about to try to fuck with. I'm in grade school, dude. They're high schoolers. They look like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. I'm talking about Mike. Yeah, yeah. He was about to piece. Yeah. No, I got another brother. Yeah, but yeah, Mike was not playing that shit. Yeah, he wasn't playing that shit, bro. He saw them high schoolers walk up, and he was like, "Oh yeah, no, y'all not finna touch my brother," because they was literally about to try to pick on me, man. Because I beat they little brothers up, and they little brother was already older than us, though. That's the fucked up part. It's like, hey, you want to come pick on us? Y'all some bitches, man. Thinking back, I'm 36 years old. I would never do no shit like that. If my little brother, if I had a little brother, he got his ass whooped in middle school by a grade schooler, I'm gonna tell him that's his fault. Like what? You got your ass whooped by who? Okay, you better go train or something. The fuck? Like, what?
In fact, come back. That sounds like you need to get beat up some more.
Right. Like, what the hell? You would have lost your damn mind, nigga. Fuck. That's crazy.
You done got whooped by a dude half your age and half your. No, 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 no. Follow me. We got work on this.
Oh, stronghold for exotic, huh? Manning Zoo. But we could do it on any difficulty, so it doesn't matter what difficulty, at least. The zoo. Just do it. Huh? You're cutting out, and I don't know why.
Back. He's like screwed up.
Resource convoy. What? Did you say resource convoy?
The priority is to neutralize
Oh,
enemy shock.
oh.
You'll need to
That's
get
gonna be
control
here.
of the
You can
monorail
grab
system
food
in
here
order to reach
where
her.
we are.
The main entrance will be well
There's
guarded, but
food
it's the
all
easiest
throughout
way in,
the
and they won't
fucking
be
zoo.
expecting company.
The green bins, you just open them and that's food. Yeah, I'm just going for exotic components and shit. That's all I'm doing.
Intercepting enemy communications.
We're under attack! It's the division!
I
Everyone!
believe it.
This is it! You know what you need to do.
An agent needs assistance.
What's up? I only got it on hard. Because it can do it on any difficulty, but I don't like doing shit on anything but at least hard. Unless it's Summit Force, then I really don't care. Because Summit Floors are annoying. So I don't care. I can do that shit on whatever and just speed run through that shit. Unless I'm farming, then that's different. But I haven't done Summit to farm in forever since the countdown came out. You really don't need to. You can just go into the countdown and farm. Hey, I fasted all the way to 4 o'clock. Nice. I was hungry a second ago. Then my appetite finally went away. Now I can eat when I want. Hell yeah. It's like I get hungry at 2 o'clock. And then it goes away. It's like I'm hungry from like 2 until 4. And then it stops. It's like the last 2 hours of my fast, really. Or like the last hour. Really, I could eat now if I want to, but I'm probably not going to eat until later.
The main control room for the monorail system is further into the park. Looks like the quickest route is through the deep sea exhibit.
Intercepting enemy communications.
Rainer, where are you?
We just got to the aquarium. Fucking
Oh yeah, isn't there
finally.
food over here?
Okay, they're probably coming right to you.
We'll give them a nice, warm welcome.
Yeah, that's not what.
I thought there was a green bin of food somewhere over here. Or is that on the... I think... No, maybe it's in the center. When we go shut down the radio thing.
It's further out, yeah.
I'm sick of that sigh bullshit.
repeater. The outcast must be using it to boost the range of their comms. Taking that equipment offline will make it harder for them to coordinate against you.
This is Hosteller. We need backup. Anybody in range of the Savannah exhibit, head there now. Everybody else, fall back to the aviary and make sure no one gets through.
I'll put you all down.
We should be able to fry that repeater by overloading the power supply.
So how do you make sure though that the server that you're gonna be on or whatever it doesn't have that looping shit? Are you just running your own server?
No.
That's my only concern.
Radio repeater disabled.
That'll cut the range of their comms significantly. Keep going. You should be coming up on a monorail station soon. The control room will be overlooking it.
Damn.
Which, I mean, I believe it, right? Because, I mean, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it be any different here than anywhere else? Why wouldn't I just show up and be like, hey, it's full of cheaters.
Yeah, but I thought like you guys had went onto your own server or whatever, so that's why I was confused how like that happened. Like I was, yeah, okay. I thought it was like Conan, where like one of y'all had the server, like it was your server. Okay. I just, yeah, I don't know. Well, because of the Conan thing, I figured that like that would probably be like one of y'all, you know, first things y'all would do is start your own server on there type deal.
No.
Ah, right. You said you can do that. Yeah. Okay.
Fill this up too much because just in case in there, Jackson, before I get a lock on it.
We're in position. Anybody seen anything?
Oh, that's how it works. They can just rob you if you don't got a lock on it.
Say again.
Yeah.
I didn't get any of that.
Can they
Anybody
break the
copy?
lock off?
Hello?
No.
Shit.
Oh, okay.
What they can do
Looks like you're right by that monorail station.
Lock break off.
The control room is just on the other side of the aviary.
His safe zones are where you go to vent your shit.
Okay.
My left and right up here.
Listen, they know about the monorail. You need to shut it down. Is anybody reading this? Disable the motherfucking monorail.
So how many different types of guns are there?
No ammo.
Research like that, so if we want rocks,
Oh, okay. I dig it.
sometimes I
That should be the place. See if you can patch Isaac into the control board.
better part, they tell me I can't beat it alone. The first thing I do is like, watch this.
Yeah.
Interfacing.
So where am I? Woman's lab. This will hold the vibe. Rags and make heals. But I'll touch the fucked up.
Stay sharp! Guard the train!
They're coming. Holy cow.
Automatic braking system activated.
What's up, though, man?
Holy hell. Guess they weren't taking any chances.
What's up?
But you're inside the barricade. You should be able to make it the rest of the way on foot.
Why are you breaking up again? Doing it again. We just heard you clear it out. All of a sudden you break it up again.
Real!
Huh? What? Bro, it sounds like you are a ghost. Like you're... it sounds like you're haunting us right now. Like it sounds like my party's possessed by a
Show them
beast.
we're not afraid of them.
Like,
Make them fear us.
Not a good one.
You will suffer. The whole city into darkness.
he legit is coming in like he's a fucking ghost, bro.
Swap these plates out.
It reminded me of Talladega Nights where old boy is in Will Ferrell's house. And he's like, I think your house is haunted. And the fucking house goes, get out. Fucking love that movie, man. Talladega Nights is so funny. that movie, I do. That movie's fucking awesome. Will Ferrell's awesome, man. He is fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. Will Ferrell is fucking funny. I mean, that's a different universe. Psychopathic me, I guess. Obsessed fan me. Sure. Sure. Will Ferrell's fucking funny.
Hold the line. Don't let them through. For Emmeline.
Come on, kill me if you can.
Explosives detected.
Nah, man, when Will Ferrell did that movie with Kevin Hart, he was like, I keistered it. This motherfucker's an idiot, bro. We can't. Yeah, get hard. Well, fucking. that shit, dude. Will Ferrell. Like, Will Ferrell made that movie funny, bro. Like, no shade to Kevin Hart, but like, Will Ferrell made that movie, bro. The fact that it ended with he did Capoeira to beat up the.
I mean, literally wrote that shit. So Will Ferrell's a goddamn genius. Whether you like Will Ferrell or not, the motherfucker's a genius. That dude said, I've only got so much time to make so much money. I got a fuck ton of ideas. I know some of them are shit. Fuck it. Let's go.
Even if you kill me, you won't defeat me.
Will Ferrell's awesome. I'm sorry. Talladega Nights, but no, Talladega Nights is a genius. No, Talladega Nights for being, no, I'm saying for Talladega Nights being a spoof movie, it's one of the best. Like, I put it up there with Scary Movie, dude. It's a legend spoof movie. Like,
Dude,
I put that.
I put Will Ferrell shit above Scary Movie.
I can't do that. I can't do that. Scary Movie is iconic.
Look, man, Scary Movie.
The Wayne's brothers, no, but Wayne's brothers. What I'm saying is the Wayne's brothers sold that movie. They acted, they wrote it, and they did it. Like, they created that movie. So I put the Wayne's brothers up there with. That's still up there. They're iconic. That's what I'm saying. They're iconic. Jim Carrey, yeah, Jim Carrey. Oh man, with the Wayne's brothers, yeah, dude, iconic. Yeah, yeah, iconic. Yeah, Fire Marshal Bill. Yeah, fucking hilarious. Nah, yeah, man, legends.
Almost back,
That looks like that looks like excessive force. No,
That shit was funny as hell. It really was, man.
over here.
truly, it was greatness, just greatness in front of us. I never thought that show would go off the air, to be honest. With Homie the Clown and shit, I never thought that would happen. Well, no, it's because no, no, they did it. I didn't realize it was a lot of. I didn't realize that the Wayans brothers family protested on the last season or like the last episode. I didn't know that as a kid. I didn't know that like there was this thing with the station and them and the way they got did and how they tried to censor their art. They tried to tell them what was funny when they know what's funny. Like, yeah, it was the suits, man. It was the suits. I mean, Dave Chappelle went through it with Comedy Central. Same thing with Comedy Central. Dave Chappelle went through the same. But they tried to censor his show at the end of it, just like they did with Living Color. The same thing. Towards the end, like the next season, they tried to control the writing and censor it. And they did the same thing to Dave Chappelle. Like they do that shit. They'll get a comedian or they'll get like comedians. Yeah, they'll try to water down their art and to make it.
Rarely succeed.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dog.
See how the mama bear is watching us? She's making sure.
But
that
I'm a
we have
fan
her baby.
like of slapstick
That's what mothers
comedy
do.
going all the way back to the Three Stooges. Like I tell people, dude, the Three Stooges set the standard and set the bar of what slapstick
What a fucking
was.
waste.
Like
Think
you
of the
don't
good she
get
could've
Will
done,
Ferrell,
the
you don't
lives
get
she
Jim
could've
Carrey,
saved.
you don't
She was
get
right,
the
you know.
Wayans brothers with
Killing
their
her won't end
you
the
don't get
process.
any of that
It might
shit
even
without the
make them
Three
more dangerous
Stooges.
for a while. But without her to hold them together, they're gonna start to unravel.
The Three Stooges were master class of that shit.
An agent is no longer in your group.
Master class of it.
Priority objective available.
Like they were the originators. I learned this through watching their content and like watching documentaries and shit. But I learned that I Love Lucy, she got her first start on the Three Stooges. That's how she learned, was from them.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, because she was much more slapstick than her counterpart.
She learned that from the Three Stooges though. She was on their shows. She played in some of their skits.
But he's a different type of
That's
artist.
how she got her start. Was I didn't know she got her start on the Three Stooges. I did not know that until like last year. I learned that shit, and I was like, that explains. But that explains why I Love Lucy was so good. She learned from the best. Like, how the fuck could you not be successful learning from them?
Can't remember
Like,
the Latino's name. What was
I'm
his
gonna
name?
grab some food. I'm hungry now. I gotta eat something.